Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 6602 in Candy Crush Saga. And if you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. So let's take a look. 21 moves, 70 jelly. That sounds like a lot. And you might think, well, it's a small board, so there's not so much to do. But small boards can actually make things more difficult. We have a hard time reaching in. Plus, I see I've got ticking time bombs. Licorice locked licorice, dark chocolate, which right now is capped by the licorice, but as soon as I open this up, oh, I don't think the dark chocolate can grow because it doesn't go onto a conveyor belt. So actually I should be able to open these up without much problem. But then also these outliers here, I don't like that. I do have stripes on the board. I don't know what the ticking time bombs are set at. Let me try to open up some of this licorice. Set at 8. Since everything is fairly well contained here, I think that's going to be okay. I think we've got enough open space where we should be able to mitigate that threat, right? We hope. But I have to get through here. I'm not being successful in reaching through here. So if I can get maybe some stripes to come out and shift, they have to be on the conveyor belt in order to shift. But I'll use this stripe to hit down here because that's going to be important as well. No good moves. I'm going to go ahead and take this, but that chocolate is likely to grow again because I can't really keep reaching through. The stripes, I need to get them where they're hitting. There we go. Licorice. I need to get through that. Not just the chocolate. It doesn't help to hit the chocolate if I don't have a sustainable way to keep reaching that chocolate. Now let's see what we can do with this. Let's do that. Can I get a stripe to help out? I really want a stripe to match up. Now if I make a stripe here, then the conveyor belt's going to take it away, isn't it? I can still open that up. Now I get a stripe. Is it perfect? No. Is it helpful? Yes. Will I make it? I don't think so. So what have I learned from this? I learned that I didn't take out this licorice quickly enough. I also learned that I didn't utilize the stripe dispenser enough. I learned that the ticking time bombs can be a threat, but generally aren't a huge threat. The bigger threat lies in not being able to clear things out. Not attacking that licorice. Sometimes I hit the chocolate and I should have just left those stripes alone or whatever if I could to be used against the licorice. Hitting the chocolate wasn't valuable. Not in the beginning. Not until we get the barriers cleared out and we can keep attacking it. Yeah, I learned. So I'm going to approach this differently this next time. Licorice and stripes. That's what I'm going to work on. I'm going to pause, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off initially, but once I solve this, I'll come back through and narrate everything for you. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try to knock out the licorice I can while bringing down stripes. Knock out the licorice that's loose, bring down stripes. Okay, and sometimes use those stripes to hit the frosting down there, especially when it can also help me take out some of the locked licorice. I like that. I'm going to hold off just a bit. There we go. Now I can hit a broader spectrum, and here I'm going to make some... Oh, look at this. It hits that frosting off to the side on the left-hand side. Sorry, I was pointing to the right-hand side, but I'm looking at this, and I'm trying to bring more stuff down. Okay, so I think I could do this stripe, but I think I should just take out that chocolate and try to eradicate the chocolate so it doesn't keep trying to take over. And I was hoping I'd get a color bomb there. Not quite. Let's take out the chocolate. There we go. Chocolate's gone. I don't have to deal with the chocolate now. I've got a ticking time bomb that's set at 4 and one that's set at 7. That's less scary for me. So let's take that out. And oh, I think I can get to that frosting. There we go. I've got a striped wrapped combo, which is good. It's going to hit the frosting. The frosting in the corners is really difficult. Now that I've got everything else taken care of, I want to attack that. And look at that. There we go. Left-hand side done, more than done. And now that orange is going to come over on the right-hand side. So if I take out all of the orange, I take out things along the bottom and that lower right hand corner jelly. And now I just have this, and that's pretty easy to do. I can do that several different ways with a couple of turns left. So that's the good news. I was able to get it done, and I still had a couple turns left, and it didn't provide too much difficulty for me on that run. Even though I employed the same strategy, this took between 10 and 15 tries. It was close to 15. But it took a while. It took a while. Somewhere around 15 tries is what it took me to get through this. And that was frustrating because it's not marked as a hard level, and I found it frustrating. One thing that I found made it easier is when I did focus on that licorice, but I also did pay a bit of attention to those little lone boxes on the left and the right hand lower side, and tried to hit those with stripes when I had the opportunity. Otherwise, I was sometimes left with still really thick stuff at the end with that center cleared out, but the outliers really frustratingly thick. So that is it for me. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.